Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me thrice. I don't even know what to do with that information because somebody has been done for speeding 3 times in very quick succession in the land down under, Australia. This is an absolute shocker. I mean, listen, right, we've all made mistakes, but you would think if you got done for speeding and you knew about it, you wouldn't repeat the same mistake in quick succession. Twice. 3 times in total. Let's have a look, guys, because this is absolutely crazy. I cannot believe this has happened to somebody, and what is the punishment going to be? Let's get into that. Let's have a look at what the Aussie police are going to do to her. A 19-year-old girl from Sydney, Australia managed to get pulled over 3 times in just 4 hours. Unsurprisingly, she's lost her driver's license now. It's been took off her. Her vehicle has also been seized as a result. All during a single trip. What was her excuse? She needs to visit a family in Melbourne, which, you know, is a long way away. That is a long trip between the two of them. By UK standards, by American standards, probably not so much. But if it was really such an emergency, you could have flown. If you really needed to get there as quick as possible, you could have flown. But no, chose to speed. How fast exactly? 125 miles per hour. Now, I don't need to tell you that that is significantly over the speed limit on even the fastest roads in Australia. For those that aren't aware, in Australia, they measure their speed in kilometres per hour. So a lot of these will be in kilometres per hour, but also convert it into miles per hour for you. So she was first caught by the police doing 130 kilometres an hour in a 110 kilometre an hour zone, which is essentially doing 80 miles an hour in a... So, not great. She got fined and was sent on her way. Not amazing, you know, doing 80 in a 70. It's not good. You shouldn't go doing that, but that's not too egregious. It got egregious pretty quickly though. Just 1 hour later, she was pulled over again, this time for doing 215 kilometers per hour, which is 133 miles per hour, which is almost double the speed limit for that particular section of road. The police then immediately suspended her license and issued with a court date for her offence. The police also confiscated the number plates of the Jaguar F-Pace that she was driving at the time, and also placed a confiscation notice on the SUV's dashboard. However, you would think at this point that she would have given up, thought, you know what, I've had a good go, I've tried to go and see my parents down in Melbourne, but this just isn't to be, it's not meant to happen. Just a few hours later though, the police got wind of reports of a black SUV speeding along the highway. Guess who it was, and guess how fast she was going as well. 201 kilometers an hour, significantly over the speed limit once again. In response to this, the police positioned themselves further down the highway with a speed gun, and they clocked her at 201, and they clocked her doing 125 miles an hour, 210 kilometers per hour on that section of the road. It took quite some time for them to catch up and actually tell her to pull over, but once they did, she did so. And she even admitted to knowing to driving without a license, but didn't think it was a problem. And she simply told the officers that she was speeding because she has to see her family in Melbourne. Unsurprisingly, this went down like a lead balloon. It will not fly. That will never fly with the police. There's no excuse for speeding, especially speeding for the 3rd time in the same day. Did she really think she was going to get away with that one? There's a quote from one of my favourite films, never underestimate the predictability of stupidity, and I think she very much epitomised that. She now faces multiple charges, including driving with a suspended licence, tampering with a number plate confiscation notice, driving in a dangerous manner, exceeding the speed limit by more than 45 kilometers per hour, and operating a vehicle during a confiscation period, which I would say she is guilty on all counts when it comes to that. That's pretty clear. She is scheduled to appear in court in August, and police have recommended that she permanently forfeits her vehicle to the government, which, you know what? I don't think she should ever drive again after something like that. That is shocking. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes, particularly if it's an emotional time like that. Maybe it was some kind of emergency that she had to go down and see her parents at, but getting caught 3 times, and the 3rd time as well, after being suspended from driving, she still continued down there. Ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. But yeah, your thoughts in the comments below, guys. What are your craziest speeding stories? Tell all in the comments. I want to hear what you have to say about this as always. Like, share, comment, subscribe. As always, guys, have a great day over the world today, and we'll see you very soon.